been able to observe at the entrance of the VVIP?
Show the country and the world what blue economy entails, really. Okay. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And so those are cabinet secretaries that have just been dropped right outside the stadium. There's a beehive of activity behind this perimeter wall of the Raila Odinga Stadium. We have a huge crowd that has just been barred from accessing this particular area because it's now getting busy. We are expecting very senior state officials. We just saw the cabinet secretaries walking in a convoy. So next is the Prime Cabinet Secretary and, of course, now the Deputy President, followed by the chief guest, who is the President and the head of state, who is President William Ruto. So a moment ago was just Asha telling you all about what will happen. So as soon as the President arrives at this particular venue, he will be received by the Chief of Defense Forces, and of course he will be now led to this particular military vehicle. The official, the CNC, is the Command-in-Chief of Forces, will be ushered here by the CDF, the CDF, who's also the head of the KDF, will usher in the President in this particular vehicle, and apart from they will come received here. But even as we stand here at the VIP arrival section, more and more delegation is arriving. Right now we can see the Parliament of Kenya, of course the National Assembly, and let us just start with the Majority Leader. And Juliet, it is a special occasion. I know, it is the government, both the majority and the minority. But let's just go to Kimani Ichung'wah. How important is this? You are in a green tie as well.
Thank you. This is a great day celebrating the courage and determination of Kenyans who are ahead of us to give us a free country. And we are elated to be here. You can see Homa Bay is very energetic today, and so is the country.
What does this tell in terms of, there's a lot of calls for unity, the broad-based agenda. Is this really a testing moment, and what a reception? Crowds here were here as early as 9:30 p.m. yesterday.
I think if you look at the passion here, it tells you that Kenyans are very eager to be united. Kenyans have no divisions among themselves. It is indeed us political leaders who divide Kenyans. Kenyans desire to live together in unity.
What is the key highlight to expect from the President's speech today?
I am waiting to hear.
Leader of Majority National Assembly, but we also have the minority, Junet Mohammed and Emmanuel To. You had a question for the Minority Leader, National Assembly.
Before the Minority Leader, Majority Leader, this 2-term, 1-term, where are you?
One more term, 2-term.
2-term, low term.
One more term, 2-term.
Mheshimiwa Minority Leader.
Yes.
2-term, 1-term?
No, I am one Kenya. There are three groups here. There is no term, 1-term, quarter term. There are people who serve quarter term. You know them. They are making noise outside there. I am one Kenya. I want Kenyans to be united. I want Kenyans to be one. And the unity of Kenya has been manifested very well in these celebrations. You can see the way people are happy. And the idea of rotating these national functions was the best idea that has ever come up, because it gives ownership in all fronts. It gives ownership to all Kenyans. And you can see Kenyans are tired of division. Kenyans are tired of ethnicity. Kenyans are tired of being confined into their ethnic cocoons. Kenyans want to be together and to be one country.
Okay, I know we're talking about the broad-based government here. Have you gotten the fair share of that? Because I've seen so much development in this region, especially after this event was brought here.
No, every part of this country must be developed. We are not in that group of people who came here to ask for their share. We want every Kenyan to get his or her share. All Kenyans are taxpayers. So we want every part of our country developed. If Homa Bay gets development, other parts of the country also must get development. That is the vision and mission of the broad-based government. It's not to discriminate against any part of the country.
And there's some who are in your camp who are opposed to this broad-based government. They've even come out very strongly to say we don't support it. What do you have to say about the Sifuna and the likes?
When Prophet Muhammad brought, was advancing Muslim and Islam. People joined slowly. So don't worry, the conversion will happen slowly. It's a matter of time. People will be converted when they see the difference. Yeah.
That's our majority leader, minority leader. Thank you so much. So this VIP area is going to be busy from now onwards. And we are here with Seth Olale to give you that update. And of course, that region, the sirens you are hearing right now, those are the vehicles. Especially, we've seen the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Speaker of the Senate come in. But right now, we are seeing some more members of Parliament. There's Senator for Uasin Gishu, Jackson Mandago. We also have the majority leader in the Senate, Aaron Cheriot, and Beatrice Elachi, the MP for Dagoretti North. And we just want to say a quick word with them because the president is just around the corner. Maybe we could start with the majority leader. We are live on Citizen TV, majority leader. Just a word. Leo tunatarajia nini mheshimiwa Rakaraka?
Good things for the people of this republic and for Homa Bay people.
Yeah, people are saying this government will be at one-term government. What do you say?
Those are idlers who have not traveled the vastness of this country to appreciate the work that has been done. People in the villages appreciate the work that has been done. Let them come and say it here, not online. Tell them to come and try and say it outside here. Yeah.
Just spoken to the majority leader in the other house, and he says that this thing will be a two-term thing. What do you support him?
It's not about me or majority leader Kimani Ichung'wah. It's about the people. I've told you, go outside here, go across the country. Those are noisemakers on online and social platforms. Idlers who don't know what they are doing with life.
Okay, let me talk to MP for Dagoretti North, Beatrice Elachi, all the way from Nairobi. Why come all this way for this?
Because number one, Wanga is my friend, a sister. Yeah, and I've come to see the fruits, and I want to thank her. Because after being a Speaker of Nairobi, I knew if any governor would want to see change in their counties, partner with national government, even as in Nairobi. For us to see the slight change we saw last time, it was partnering with government. And so it's important to partner because there are resources you will need and maybe you don't have in the counties.
Okay. Yeah, on Wednesday you talked passionately, you prayed passionately about the situation in the country, and you are a target of the Gen Zs. You're saying they are misusing social media.
Well, I was not a target of the Gen Zs. The European Union...
Or you are targeting them?
Listen, the European Union has sent a report to us saying the issues they've raised of human rights, one being child prostitution in Kenya, the other being pornography, the other being gambling. So, you see, for us, we signed a treaty in our constitution accepting that any international law that comes will follow. And so I don't think that is what the Gen Z do. I believe they use their online the right way. Unless anyone who is complaining is part of a molester of a child, maybe. Because the things I'm saying is in the Children's Act. It's not even on social media. And anyway, there are many other bills. I don't think why we should complain when we want to try to rectify and ensure our underage children we protect.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. Let me talk to Senator for Uasin Gishu. Mheshimiwa, habari ya leo?
Mzuri sana.
How is Eldoret?
Eldoret iko sawa kabisa.
What do you expect from this event?
First, this event, I expected to expound on the blue economy theme. You know, for a very long time as a country, we have not used the waters of Lake Victoria to generate good economic activity. But the focus that government is now putting on blue economy is what is going to draw more business and create more employment opportunities for all the counties that surround Lake Victoria.
Okay. And you believe this thing will be achieved by the broad-based government?
Absolutely.
Of course, we will go back to Emmanuel to tell us all the details about the arrival, the color and everything. But here inside the stadium, it's a frenzy of activity. And earlier on, Ayuba, I had missed your question. You had asked about the mood regarding the Tifa poll. It is a stark difference here at the Raila Odinga Stadium. Everybody is excited to be receiving the president. We've seen some people saying they were here as early as 9 p.m. yesterday. They practically slept on the terraces, all of them waiting to see the president. said earlier, it is the first time that Homa Bay County is hosting the Madaraka Day celebrations. So it is some sort of lifetime event for a lot of people. And we are seeing, the young, the old, the middle-aged all coming together basically to partake in this day. And here I am with another resident. Anza na jina mama, utuambie leo ni siku ya kwanza Homa Bay kuwahi kusherehekea Madaraka. Unasikia vipi kukua hapa kwa stadium?
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Milka Omondi. Mimi ni gospel artist. Nimekuja hapa kwa sababu ya hii Madaraka na tunafurahi sana. Kama mimi mwenyewe ninafurahia sana. I'm very very happy. Yeah.
Mnatarajia nini? Maanake wanasema mgeni akikuja mwenyeji anapona. Tumeona mmepata development nyingi zinaendelea hapa. Unaona maisha yenu utabadilika aje?
Hakika kwa sasa hivi maisha yetu yashaanza kubadilika tayari na bado tunatarajia mengi na mengi. Yeah.
Basi, shukran sana. It's a whole stadium. There's a lot of excitement going on, a lot of color. Like you saw earlier, there were the dancers, the traditional dancers with the feathers. There were people also who are contemporary artists. There are local wananchis, people who have come from as far as Suba, and Suba is very far, I can tell you from here, all having braved, the night cold to stay in this place. And I'm here with another resident. Anza na jina, utuambie leo mnatarajia nini? Tunaona mmefika hapa leo mmeng'ara, mmejikwachua vizuri, mna expect nini leo?
Kwa majina naitwa Molly Atieno Gunda kutoka Ndhiwa sub county. I'm a teacher by profession. Today we are very excited. Indeed, this is our first time and we are very privileged. We thank the president and the county government of Homa Bay for this marvelous event that they have put before us. We expect a lot and the crowd is equally excited, and as Homa Bay we've really benefited. We now have good roads, our hotels are booming with clients, our business are top notch. So all in all we are grateful. Madaraka hoi!
Huko Ndhiwa tuliona president pia alienda huko, alifungua barabara. Kuna miwa nyingi sana, if I'm not wrong. It's a sugar growing zone, and we've seen a lot of commitment from the government driving the sugar mills. So what more do you expect the president to address today, in as much as there's a lot of development that's going on? What more do you expect from the president?
As a resident of Ndhiwa, we are very happy. A major road was opened by the president, that is Magina to Oria Bridge Road. That is a very important road in business-wise. And as you know, Ndhiwa is a sugar belt area. That will help in transportation of the sugar or even of the raw materials from the farms to the factories. Indeed, we are very privileged.
Thank you so much. Ayub, as you can hear, it's like I mentioned, it's a whole crowd. Everybody is excited. Pengine umetaka kuzungumza sana. Niambie unaitwa nani? Unatarajia nini? Nimeona umefurahi sana kuliko kila mtu hapa.
Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Benson Ayaga, natoka katika gatuzi ndogo ya Rangwe ambapo kuna Dr. Lilian Gogo. Sisi tunatarajia mengi. Haswa unaona ile yao Kosiga. Tuliona president akienda kule na atatengeneza miradi ya maji. Ni maji ndio shida yetu kuu, kwa sababu pale hatufanyi ukulima, lakini maji, tunahitaji maji kwa sababu maji ina manufaa mingi katika maisha yetu kama wanadamu.
Shukran sana. Ayub, as you heard, the president actually was in Rangwe. I think it was, there was a dam that he was commissioning its construction. So, of course, we will be looking at what the event will be like. Like I mentioned, a lot of color. We will be showing our viewers what the mood is like. There's a lot of euphoria, a lot of excitement. Homa Bay residents, leo wameng'ang'ana wakazungumza Kiswahili. So, I think the president should take note of that and see, even if they can get a library, it would be helpful to the residents of Homa Bay. So back to you in studio, Ayub. We will be letting you know if there's any update from this side, Ayub.
Raila Odinga Stadium in Homa Bay County, and now, as you can see, it's all clear. The indications are that members of the defense forces will be lining up as they await the inspection of the president, who is their commander-in-chief.
Just to point out, if I can interrupt.
Asanteni kwa heshima, tunaweza kuketi tafadhali.
All set at the Raila Odinga Stadium. There you go, members of the Defense Forces, the three services of the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army taking their position. This is an indication of them awaiting the inspection of the guard of honor that they have mounted by the Commander-in-Chief, the President, who will be at this stadium. And that is all happening at the moment at the Raila Odinga Stadium. And the clear lines between the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army in their classical race. And now we're making sure that all is ready. There is the host governor, Gladys Wanga, also arriving at the stadium. And earlier on, we had witnessed the presence of the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Masika Wetangula, and the House leadership from across the bicameral parliament, Senator Aaron Cheruiyot, Kericho County, and the leader of the majority party, as well as his counterpart from the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah. In his company was Junet Mohammed, the leader of the minority party. That's Governor Gladys Wanga taking up the staircase to the VIP center that will be where the leaders will be sitting, headed by the president. And once he arrives, then the tradition will be that he will embark on a lap of honor across the stadium to appreciate Kenyans who have turned up for this important event today to mark internal self-rule more than 62 years. Here is the arrival of, taking a look at who will be alighting off this vehicle, presumably the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, and we will be getting to know whether it's him or not once he gets off the vehicle that is now taking him just some steps away from the staircase that also leads to the area where the dignitaries will be seated, among them the president and members of the diplomatic corps and senior government officials. Kenyans have been trooping into the stadium since last night, and here we go. It is, as confirmed, the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who as well is the Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary. A lot on his plate given the events in the region from Sudan to Somalia to Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Kenya's diplomatic and military forays in the region as a stabilizing factor given his recent visits to the United States, the Caribbean, and also Latin America. The three services of the Defense Forces, as earlier mentioned, have also taken their position, and they are waiting for the Commander-in-Chief to do the inspection of the guard of honor that they have mounted at the Raila Odinga Stadium on this historic day in Kenya's calendar, which has been a tradition since 1963. And the president, upon disembarking from the Land Cruiser fashioned by his predecessor Uhuru Kenyatta for the lap of honor, then there will be the national anthem of the Republic of Kenya, the East African anthem, and thereafter then the inspection that will happen. Yes, Ahmed.